It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Steelers' leader at quarterback. He's coming off a very nice showing of an even 400 yards. It's the Steelers and the Ravens coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. It's Smith. On the move to his left. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Steelers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Smith throw into the hands of Pickens. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Smith. Finding Pickens for another catch. The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 60 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their time.
A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Now Smith on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So a long field ahead for the Ravens to start things out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Third and 3. First down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Hands it off out of the gun. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 65 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a second and 2. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Bass. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Smith. And it's incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Smith. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Smith now to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
3rd and long. It's Smith. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Shot here on the ground. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he fields it cleanly. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Smith.
That is caught. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Smith on 1st down. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Now it's Parker. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start with the option, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 5. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Pushes past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt, and his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Smith completes this one to Pickens. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reber. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Reber.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Smith.
Finds Pickens out right.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Off of play action, here's Smith.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Smith. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. From the gun, here's Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities. But as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a give up the middle.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And now out come the Steelers.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
On 1st down, Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Smith. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. Again, Smith. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Smith.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that 1 home run before this one's over.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Here's Smith looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run it back.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Smith now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Childress. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
An extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
2nd down in the yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Walker hitting the ball is out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on third down, Smith. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
George Pickens
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
Smith down to a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.